What's happening, YouTube? Alright, I'm here at the fucking truck stop. Truck breaks down like every other day, damn near literally. If you look at my videos and my posts that coincide with them, you can see that it's just a weird sabotage. Yes, I get breakdown pay, but it hinders my pay severely and it slows the nigga down for other missions that I have to do. I'm not fazed by it. This has been my whole life for the most part. But that is not the subject. The subject of today is from an issue of the subjects we were talking to yesterday. I was talking to a young dude, about 26, 27, trucker, dreads, black dude, cool brother, chopping it. And I noticed when I talk to brothers, other brothers kind of swarm around me, and I'm glad and grateful for that, because in a lot of areas, I'm in the South right now, I'm in New Mexico, but in a lot of areas, it gets hectic, and I'm surrounded by people that just don't understand general humanity, let alone the plight of black man. But homeboy, somehow we got from trucking, talking about life, talking about baby mama issues, and his woes, and how to take precaution on it. And within that subject, I used Jews as an example of power. And I explained how their power, and I was having a conversation, and niggas and Mexicans were digging it. They were digging everything I'm saying, except for this one Mexican, and I guess the white people know how to shut the fuck up and not say anything, because they weren't invited in the conversation. But I was chopping it, and the brother was getting it, and I was like, look, the Jews manifested a reality by collectively sticking to something, even if it wasn't true. They made Israel the real Israel, even though it's under 100 years old. They've made them themselves the chosen people when there's no white people in the history of the Bible. Like, not like that anyways. The lightest person was like, yeah, there was white people, don't get me wrong. There was not Moses, his hand was white for that one moment. There's Noah, there's a few other people that were white, there's Esau. But in mass, there wasn't white people. That's what I mean to say. But that's not the point. Like, they've superimposed themselves successfully, and they've taken over almost everybody without like shooting a single shot. And that's something to not only marvel at, but take example from and adapt it to your life, or you'll be an enslaved worker bee that will die in vain. And it starts with identifying who are the slaves to these Jews. It's not their fault. It's our fault for not realizing who they are. Yeah, they do attack us and do a lot of shit, but it's our fault for not adapting and applying the same game. And he finally got the wisdom. We chopped it up. Another nigga added to the cool nigga list. He took my number. I gave him game. If he applies it, he applies it. I don't care. I don't care anymore. The real issue is I hop in there and I'm coming to pick up my truck. The truck has another problem they couldn't find. I'm not blaming them. So I'm still not rolling for another day. And when I'm addressing him about the truck and I tell him about the whole thing in the light, he's like, damn, the truck, it seemed like it don't like anybody or anything, you know, anti, because I have anti-brake, the ABS system's not working, no anti-brake, no adaptive cruise, it's anti-Semitic. And I'm like, nigga, come on, dude. And like, people that I always get calls right in the middle of these, I'm gonna ignore it and I don't call them back. But I always, like, you weren't invited in the subject. You eavesdrop like most white people or white dogs do. You don't have the nuts or the intelligence, just like I said in that conversation yesterday to brothers and Mexicans. You don't have the intelligence to debate or even understand what I'm saying. You just hear one little bite and you take hatred out of it. When I tell my people, blacks and Mexicans, to learn and adapt and apply this to yourself. And you somehow hear that and you hear hatred. It's like anything that doesn't permit anyone else to enslave us or beat on us or step down on us or look down on us or disrespect us is taken as an attack. I'm noticing that. And I'm not only speaking about white people, I'm speaking just in general. And it's like, you weren't even invited to the conversation, but I stand on all my shit. So I said something. I was like, yeah, I don't like it don't like nothing. You know what I mean? Like, he was speaking in female. Like, niggas are now, a lot of these homosexual undercover motherfuckers, they learned all their things from females, and they adapt a lot of things from females, more than a man should. One of them is like sideways speak. Like, you should know how I should feel. You should police your speech. You should know how I feel. That's exactly what women do. And that's why I don't get along with a lot of niggas or a lot of men, you know. No, correction. Neither of those warrant what I'm describing. I don't get along with a lot of males. We have similar genitalia, but even if we have the same color, we're not the same. And it's weird. It's like, just because we share the same genitalia, you think you can stray from your weird, like, ambiguous, like, sexual preference theory to stray into a man's conversation? Like, I said a lot of things. You didn't say the N-word. I said Acts 13:1, that they described this by, they called this Niger, which is nigga, brought to you by white people. Jews aren't niggers or nigers. You don't address anything. Like, me and cowards, and this is why I get a lot of pushback from high frequency dwelling people and low frequency dwelling people, is because me and cowards will never get along. Me and idiots will never get along. And it's super evident. But this is my rant for today. I'm going to try to sneak in like a little quick cook meal, hopefully, and get along with my day and see what kind of bullshit I have to drag along. Anyways, God knows your value. You know the rest.